Hello students, so today we will start the new chapter and the chapter name is your cash flow statement. As you can see from the board, cash flow statement. So now the question comes, what do you mean by cash flow statement? A cash flow statement is the statement that shows the flows. Flows means that is your inflows and outflows of cash and cash equivalent during the period. That means whatever the inflow means what? Cash is coming inside the business, okay, that is the sources of cash. Outflow means what? Cash is going out from the business. So cash flow statement means what? It shows the inflows and outflows of cash and cash equivalent at the particular period, okay. So the transactions that increase cash and cash equivalent, that transactions are known as the what? Transactions that increase cash and cash equivalent, these are known as the what? These are known as your inflows, cash inflows. Whereas transactions that decrease the cash and cash equivalent, they are known as the what? They are known as your outflow of cash and cash equivalent, okay. For example, your cash received from debtor, okay, sale of fixed assets, okay. So these are your what? These are your inflow of cash, ठीक है, पैसा आ रहा है हमारा. Purchases of fixed assets, payment of long term liability, so that is a what? That is a outflow of cash, okay. So transactions that increase your cash and cash equivalent. Now the question comes, what do you mean by cash equivalent? Cash equivalent means which can be converted into cash, okay, within the very short period of time, okay. So that is your cash equivalent. What does it include? It includes your cash in hand, it includes your bank balance, it includes your short term investment. So these are all what? These are all your cash equivalent, okay. So now always remember, there are two methods for the preparation of cash flow statement, but according to the CBSE guidelines we are likely to follow to prepare the indirect method. And indirect method, we can see from the board, accounting standard 3 revised, it is your ruled by accounting standard 3 revised requires that the cash flow statement is prepared. And remember, this accounting standard 3 revised figure, it shows the indirect method, okay, it shows the indirect method of preparation of your what? Cash flow statement. So cash flow statement, while preparing the cash flow statement, we have to prepare the three activity. What are those? First of all, we are required to prepare your cash flow from operating activities. Second one, we are required to prepare cash flow from investing activities. And third one, we are required to prepare cash flow from financing activities. That means if in the board exam, if the question comes to prepare the cash flow statement, okay, so you are required to prepare your all the three activity. First one is the cash flow from operating activity, you will get one answer. Then cash flow from investing activity, then cash flow from financing activity. At the end, we have to add all the activities, operating plus investing plus financing activities. From that we could able to get either your net increase or decrease in cash and cash equivalent, okay. So now what do you mean by operating activities? So today we will discuss about our one activity, that is first activity, that is your operating activity. So as you can see, the operating activity, these are the principal revenue producing activities. So whatever the revenue producing activities of the enterprise would be there, okay, जहाँ से हम पैसा कमा रहे हैं, that is known as what? That is known as your operating activities, okay. Or you can say that any other activities that are not investing or financing activity. That means activities which does not form the part of investing activity or financing activity, that activity would be considered as what? As your operating activities, okay. So now the question comes, how to prepare your cash flow statement for operating activities. So cash flow statement as per accounting standard 3 revised, this method is otherwise known as, we will follow the indirect method for the calculation of cash flow statement, okay. So format is here. So first of all, what we are likely to calculate? Net profit before tax and extraordinary items. This is the first step. So first step is to calculate your net profit before tax and extraordinary items. whenever we will solve the practical questions, सबसे पहले हमको क्या कैलकुलेट करना पड़ेगा, नेट प्रॉफिट बिफोर टैक्स एंड एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरी आइटम्स. Now how to calculate? Here what happens, always remember cash flow statement is prepared from the financial statement. Financial statement means that is from the balance sheet of your previous year and balance sheet of the current year. Both the year would be seen, okay, and we will find out the difference. And after seeing the balance sheet of both the years, current year and previous year, say for example balance sheet of 2019 would be given and balance sheet of 2020 would be given. ठीक है, एक साथ में दिया रहेगा बैलेंस शीट, and from that all and additional adjustment would be there. So from that you are required to calculate your what, cash flow statement. Okay, तो सबसे पहले क्या निकालना पड़ेगा, बैलेंस इन स्टेटमेंट ऑफ प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस, दैट इज द रिजर्व्स एंड सरप्लस. Say reserves and surplus, in case of 2019 it is 50,000 and in case of 2020 it is just say 2 lakhs. So what will be the balance of reserves and surplus? 2 lakh minus 50,000. How much is your 1,50,000? So here you have to write 1,50,000. और अगर just reverse होगा, suppose here it is your 2 lakh and here it would be given 50,000. So there would be profit or loss. In 2019 profit was how much? 2 lakh. In 2020 profit was how much? 50,000. That means there is your loss of how much? 1,50,000. Okay, so balance in statement of profit and loss would be shown in the bracket figure if they would be in loss. Bracket figure indicates the negative figure. Okay, then what you have to add the dividend paid. Now dividend paid, your which type of dividend? It is either your final dividend or otherwise known as proposed dividend. Okay, now the question comes, what do you mean by proposed dividend? Proposed dividend का मतलब क्या होता है? Proposed dividend, these are those dividend which has been paid at the end of the accounting year. ठीक है, accounting year complete होता है at the end of the annual general meeting. Okay, so the board of directors they decide to give the dividend. That dividend is known as a what? Is your final or proposed dividend. That means this dividend once declared, it would be given without any delay. ठीक है, उसको देना है. Okay, so dividend paid would be your added. Now interim dividend paid, if it will be given in the question, it will also be added. Interim dividend, what do you mean by interim dividend? These are those dividend which is paid your not at the end of the accounting year but between the accounting year. Suppose the company earns a lot of profit, so their company board of directors they decide to give your interim dividend. Okay, so that is known as a what? Interim dividend paid during the year. This item would be also added. Then you have to add transfer to reserve. Any amount it would be transferred to reserve would be added. Then provision for taxation made during the year. Whatever the provision for taxation would be made, that would also be added. And if any refund of income tax would be there, that has been credited in profit and loss, okay, or credited in statement of profit and loss, that would be subtracted. And from all these items, all the items would be added. This one, okay, this item would be subtracted, and from this whatever the figure we will get, this figure would be considered as a what? As your net profit before tax and extraordinary items. Okay, so this is how we are required to calculate net profit before tax and extraordinary items. So now let us solve one question regarding your net profit before tax and extraordinary items. Question you can see from the board. Following is the extract from the balance sheet of G Limited. Okay, so extract has been given. This is your 31st March 2020 and this is your 31st March 2019. As I have said, your balance sheet would be given in the question and you are required to calculate your what? Cash flow statement. Okay, so now always remember that we have to compare the figure, okay, from 19 to 2020. That means from previous year to current year. In exam, don't compare the figure from 20 to 19. From 19 to 2019 to 2020. That means from your previous year till your what? Current year, your balance sheet would be compared and we are likely to prepare your cash flow statement. So equity share capital has been given 8 lakhs. Then 10% preference share capital. In 2020 it is a 6 lakh. Again it is a 6 lakh. Now surplus, that is the balance in statement of profit and loss, that is a 7,20,000 in 2020 and 2019 it is a 4 lakhs. मतलब 19 से 20 में सरप्लस क्या हो गया, इंक्रीज हो गया, दैट मीन्स कंपनी इज अर्निंग प्रॉफिट. हाउ मच इज द प्रॉफिट? प्रॉफिट इज योर 3,20,000. अगेन अनपेड डिविडेंड इज योर 20,000. Okay, additional information is given. Proposed dividend on equity share for the year 2018 and 1920 are 1,60,000 and 2 lakh respectively. And interim dividend of rupees 40,000 on equity shares was paid, and we are required to calculate your net profit before tax and extraordinary items. Okay, so we will prepare. So here we have to calculate your what? Net profit before your tax and extraordinary items. So calculation of, here we will give the heading calculation of net profit. ठीक है, calculation of net profit before tax and extraordinary items calculate करना है. ठीक है, फॉर्मेट डायरेक्टली डिटेल्स एंड अमाउंट्स वुड बी गिवन. तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल क्या है हम लोग का? सरप्लस. सो सरप्लस सबसे पहले क्या लिखते हैं हम? सरप्लस एज पर स्टेटमेंट, सरप्लस एज पर स्टेटमेंट ऑफ प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट. ठीक है, 2019 में कितना सरप्लस? हाउ मच इट इज? 4 लाख. एंड 2020 इट इज हाउ मच? 7,20,000. दैट मींस सरप्लस हैज बीन इंक्रीज्ड. ओके, 7,20,000 माइनस हाउ मच? माइनस 4 लाख. So कितना प्रॉफिट हो रहा है? प्रॉफिट इज योर 3,20,000. डायरेक्टली वी विल राइट द अमाउंट 3,20,000. ओके, नाउ वी हैव टू सी द एड आइटम. एड आइटम में सबसे पहले क्या आएगा? इंटरिम डिविडेंड पेड. हाउ मच इट इज योर? 40,000. सो इंटरिम डिविडेंड पेड. ओके, एंड अमाउंट इज हाउ मच? अमाउंट इज योर 40,000. सो हियर वी कैन राइट in details कितना? 40,000. okay, next is your proposed dividend. okay, so proposed dividend on equity share, proposed dividend on equity shares. Now here one thing is very important. यहाँ पे क्या है? 2 years ये proposed dividend has been given. For 18-19 it is how much? 1,60,000. And for 1920 it has been given how much? 2 lakhs. Always remember, as per new guidelines, proposed dividend would be taken here as per what? As per previous year. In case of the calculation of net profit before tax and extraordinary items. Okay. So previous year proposed dividend is how much? 1,60,000. So here we are required to take how much is the proposed dividend? This is for previous year. Okay. Previous year. So this is your 1,60,000. okay, now your preference 10% preference share capital is also given. okay, so 10% it signifies a what? Dividend. So equity shares, dividend on equity shares already has been written. Now also we have to write dividend, add dividend on preference share capital, preference share capital. And how much is the preference share capital? कितना था 19 में? 6 lakh. okay, so that means 6 lakh into how much percent? 10%. इंक्रीज डिक्रीज हुआ नहीं है, मतलब 6 लाख पे ही कैलकुलेट करना है. सो 6 लाख का 10% कितना आएगा? 60,000. so this is your 60,000. okay, so how much will be the total? Total is your 2,60,000. okay, and here unpaid dividend is given. Unpaid dividend will not be shown. ठीक है, why? Because dividend has not been paid. और हम लोग यहाँ पे कौन सा dividend दिखाते हैं? Only paid dividend would be shown. okay, so how much will be the total? Total would be your 5,80,000. total कितना है? 5,80,000. and this total would be considered as a what? Net profit before tax. Net profit before tax and extraordinary items. okay, 5,80,000. so this is how you are required to calculate your net profit before tax and extraordinary items. So let us solve the next question. Question you can say calculate net profit before tax and extraordinary items. Surplus, that is balance in statement of profit and loss. Opening balance is given how much? 1 lakh. Balance in statement of profit and loss. Closing balance is given 3,36,000. Dividend paid in the current year how much? 72,000. Interim dividend paid during the year 90,000. Transfer to reserve 1 lakh. Provision for taxation for the current year is given 1,50,000. Refund of tax is given 3,000. Loss due to earthquake is given 2 lakhs. And insurance proceeds from earthquake disaster settlement is given 1 lakh. Okay, and we are required to calculate your net profit. So calculation of, here you write calculation of net profit. Okay, calculation of net profit before tax and extraordinary items. So before tax and extraordinary items. Okay, so first of all we have to write the surplus. सबसे पहले क्या लिखेंगे? surplus as per statement of profit and loss. कितना था? 3,36,000 minus 1 lakh. So 3,36,000 minus 1 lakh. So how much would be the surplus? Surplus would be 2,36,000. Okay. So now we have to write the items of addition. So what are the items to be added? Dividend paid, either it is an interim or proposed dividend. Both dividend is to be added. So add dividend paid in the current year. Add dividend paid in the current year. How much it is? It is 72,000. Okay. Dividend paid in the current year how much? 72,000. Next is your interim dividend paid. So interim dividend paid is how much? That is 90,000. So 90,000 would be added for your interim dividend. Okay. Next is your transfer to reserve. So add transfer to reserve. So whatever the reserve item is there, how much it is given? 1 lakh. So that item would be added. Next is your provision for taxation for the current year. So only one provision is given. So that will be considered provision for taxation. Okay. So that would also be added. How much? It is 1,50,000. Provision for taxation. Okay. Refund of tax तो क्या होगा? माइनस होगा क्योंकि पैसा आ गया, क्रेडिट हो गया होगा. Loss due to earthquake expense है, so it will also be added. Loss due to earthquake. Okay, how much it is? The amount is your how much? Amount is your 2 lakhs. Okay, now your less income. Income क्या क्या था? Refund of tax. So refund of tax is given how much? Refund of tax is given 3,000. So that would be subtracted 3,000. Bracket sign indicates the negative figure. Last but not the least is your insurance proceed from earthquake disaster settlement. पैसा मिल चुका है, मतलब क्रेडिट हो गया पीएल अकाउंट. उसको क्या करना पड़ेगा? माइनस करना पड़ेगा. Why? Because we are calculating the net profit before tax and extraordinary items. ठीक है? So less is your insurance proceeds. ठीक है? इंश्योरेंस प्रोसीड्स कितना था हमारा? 1 lakh. Okay. So all the items would be added. Only last two items would be subtracted. Okay. So after the calculation, how much you will get? The answer would be 7,45,000 will be the answer. And this is the answer of what? What we will write here? Net profit before tax and extraordinary items. Extraordinary items. So these items are all known as the what? The dividend, this your provision for taxation. Okay, dividend and all those things. This would be considered as a what? Extraordinary items. Okay. So this is how we are likely to prepare your statement, cash flow statement Okay, so we understood the meaning of cash flow statement. Okay, also we understood that cash flow statement is prepared in three activity: cash flow from operating activity, cash flow from investing activity, and cash flow from financing activities. Okay, and accounting standard 3 revised rules to be followed, and we have learned how to prepare your what net profit before tax and extraordinary items. So next class we will continue with the cash flow from operating activities. That's all for today. Thank you.